Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. It's cold outside, so you don't have to worry about pests and bugs, right? Well, if you live outside, maybe you don't, but if you're in a nice warm home, and I'm guessing you are, then some pests like cockroaches, ants, and even spiders are more prominent in the winter than in the spring and summer. That's because they like that warm heating unit you've got as well as you do. Call Matthew Haynes and the team at Southeast Termite and Pest Control this week to set up a regular pest control schedule for your home. These are the folks that protect my home. Can't recommend them highly enough. SoutheastTermite.com. All right, take a look here. Bracketology report. This is of yesterday. Don't know if they've updated it today. Usually they do it right after our show. It goes off the air. Joe Lenardi has Tennessee now as a 2 seed still, but he's moved them to the South region and Dallas. You see they would be playing Quinnipiac. I guess that's how that pronounced. You're a basketball guy. Is it Quinnipiac?
I have no idea.
I don't think it would be Quinnipiac, but I may be wrong.
Just play hockey.
Yeah, there you go. 7 is Michigan State, 10 Colorado. So you could see Tom Izzo again there if that bracket held. Jerry Palm has Tennessee in the South region. He has them starting in Memphis rather than Charlotte. He's got them against Vermont in the first round, but it would be FAU or Colorado in the second round. And of course, as I've said for the last 3 weeks, FAU, as if you need reminding, was the team that put you out last year. Now let's take a look at the SEC title race. Tennessee and Alabama are ranked number 1 in the league right now. They are tied at number 1, so that should be 2 1s there, I guess. You see they're ranked in our listing there by the net ranking, by the NCAA net ranking. But anyway, Alabama, Tennessee, then you got Auburn, Kentucky, South Carolina tied up. The 2 bottom teams there, they're going to face the Vols this week. So Mark Pancratz, need a quick scouting report. Is South Carolina? I mean, they are a surprising 17-3, 5-2 in the league. They're number 49 in the NCAA's net ranking, so it's not like they're number 160 and it's all just fluffy schedule. Is this, however, the kind of team that could come into Knoxville, give Tennessee trouble on a court where Tennessee's won their last 13 games dating back to last year?
Yes, I mean they're also one of the better defensive teams. Tennessee's going to have to shoot the ball well, but you look at their average at about 65 points a game in conference play. And they're only giving up about 66. So defensively, they're a really good basketball team. B.J. Mack's a good player. Michi, they're going to do some things to spread us out with ball screens. I think Adu will be the difference maker. But South Carolina, they just beat Kentucky. And so they've won a good amount of basketball games that could definitely come in and beat us.
And then Saturday night, this is the big one. I grew up on the Tennessee-Kentucky border in Middlesboro, Kentucky for several years as a boy. And let me tell you, that is a special rivalry. Tennessee's about the only team in history that could even give Kentucky a game. Rick Barnes has given them more than a game. He's winning against them. To go to Rupp, 8:30, it's the primetime ESPN game. Everybody's going to have their eyes on that thing. How tough is that road trip going to be for Tennessee?
Really tough. Kentucky is really athletic. They get up and down. They can spread you out as well with Shepard on the wing, knocking down jump shots. It'll be a battle of physicality, which I think Tennessee can win, versus a battle of athleticism. And how do refs call that game in Rupp? If they let us be physical, getting through ball screens, getting through screening action on the defensive end, we got a chance to win. If they don't, and they allow that freedom of movement, their athleticism will be really hard to challenge.
I think we know how the refs will call it. They'll call it like they call all home games. So you won't get the calls in Lexington, but you will get them back here when you face them in Knoxville. All right. Hey, Mark Pancratz, thank you very much for being here.
Man.
Appreciate it. We'll see you next week. When we come back, the Tennessee Volunteers are putting together a heck of a quarterback room for 2025. At least that's how it looks on paper. We'll discuss the excitement surrounding Josh Heupel's work with quarterbacks on the recruiting trail next on the Sports Source. Come on back.